Moving the hips forward, opening the right arm back. Hey everyone, welcome to class. Today's flow is all about increasing mobility throughout the whole body. So I'm kind of doing maybe a little bit extra focus on the hips just because that tends to be a lot of people's hang up. But we're going to be working the whole body as well. You don't need any props at all. We're just going to begin in a comfortable seat. I'm not going to tell you any more than that. You don't need to know. You just know the theme. So find a comfortable seat. Just cross the legs normally, naturally. Relax the shoulders and make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. So be mindful of the head kind of moving forward, hanging forward. Be mindful of ticking the chin up towards the sky. Even if it's subtle, make sure that the head is neutral. The ears more or less line up over the shoulders. Soften the eyes. And find a nice, easy rhythm of breath. And you can keep the eyes closed. Continue to flow with this breath. We're going to take a seated cat-cow. So round the back, move the heart center back like you're moving it between the shoulder blades. And then inhale, bring the chest through, look up. Exhale, round. Create space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, bring the chest through. Exhale, round. Inhale, bring it through. Take one more each way. Just moving at your own pace. You don't have to be exactly in line with me. Bring it back to neutral. Just roll the shoulders up toward the ears, down and around. Up toward the ears, down and back. One more, up toward the ears, down and back. And then I want you to bring your right knee forward towards the front of your mat. Left knee comes back like a Z sit. And then turn over the right knee and just fold so the elbows are on the ground. You can stay with that same type of breathing that you started with. And you'll probably feel this in the outer hip on the right side. Maybe around the groin on both sides, both legs. Take 2 more breaths here. And then inhale, walk the hands in. Keep the legs pretty much how they are. You might tuck the right foot in a little bit more, but you're gonna lean back on the left hand and press up, moving the hips forward, opening the right arm back. Exhale, sit down. Sweep over to the right. Just reach with the left hand. And then sit up, lean back on the left hand, press the hips forward, opening up the right arm. Sit down, take the left arm all the way over to the right. Inhale, lift, left hand back, press up. Last one, sit down, bring the left arm over, as far as it'll go. Inhale, lean back, reach the right arm up and back. Exhale, sit it down. Bring both feet to the center so the heels are down in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. You can lean back on the hands. You're gonna fold the knees over to the right, come up, fold them to the left. Come up, right, just go back and forth a few times. If you get a little bit of popping, that's okay. Last time you're gonna come to the left, find that Z sit, adjust the feet so that you feel pretty comfortable, and then walk it over to the left and come down to the forearms. And then we're gonna hold for a few breaths here. So maybe close the eyes if you feel like it. Staying with that easy, rhythmic breath. And take 2 more rounds of breath. And inhale. Come to the center. You're going to lean back on the right hand. Press the hips forward. Drape the left arm up and back. Exhale, have a seat. Walk the right arm really far over to the left. Inhale up. Right hand back. Press the hips forward. Sit down. Cross over to the left. Lean back. Hips press forward. 2 more rounds. Walk it over. And lean back. The last one. Walk it over. And lean it back. Exhale, have a seat. Take both heels down in front of you. Adjust yourself so you're in the center. Then we'll do the same thing. Drop the knees over to the left. Bring it over to the right. Left. Right. One more each way. You're going to stop on the right side. Left. Right. Now you're going to swing the left leg around and find a seated twist. So this will be a pretty mild twist. Adjust yourself so both hips are grounded. Sit up nice and tall on the inhale, and on the exhale, just twist naturally in towards the inner thigh. Take a couple more breaths here. And turn back towards the center. Take the left foot, walk it forward a little bit so the toes face straight ahead. Plant the hands and step the right leg really far back, dropping the knee down. So you end up in a low lunge. So keep the hands on the mat, just letting the pelvis sink down, feeling the front part of the right hip release a little bit. On your next breath out, shift your hips back so you end up in a runner's lunge. So just flex the left toes towards you. Take 2 full breaths. And then lean back into the left foot. Lower the hips down. Let the hands support you. Keep reaching the chest forward so you're not rounding the back too much if you can help it. Shift your hips back. Take 2 breaths here. Flex the left toes towards you. And last round, sink forward, dropping the hips, lift the chest, keep your gaze neutral, and shift it back. Flexing the toes. Now lean into the left foot, plant the hands, step back to downward facing, lift the hips high, and to start, just soften the knees a little bit, scoop the tailbone up towards the sky, and gently press the chest forward. So you're not trying to move the head past the elbows or anything, but you're just moving the chest down to feel a little bit more length, or not length so much, but that stretching sensation around the shoulders, under the arms. Maybe start to drop the heels if you can. Take one more breath in. Exhale, shift your weight forward, come down to the knees. You're gonna take the right knee forward, sit down on the right hip, and cross the left leg over. No, other side. Left knee stays forward, right foot crosses over for a seated twist. So again, this is an easygoing version. Inhale, sit up tall, and without really using the hands, exhale, twist over to the right, and then just hook the arm around if you can. Make sure both hips stay down on the mat. And keep the rhythm of your breath natural and easy. Take one more breath in and a full breath out. And turn towards the front of your mat. Step your right foot ahead of the left a little bit. Lean forward, step the left foot back, drop the left knee down for a nice low lunge. So sinking the hips forward, let the pelvis get heavy. Feel the front part of the left hip start to release, hopefully. You might feel a lot of resistance there, and that's okay. We're just gonna gently persist. So one breath in, exhale, shift your weight back, runner's lunge, flex the right toes up towards you. That's gonna feel pretty intense probably. Inhale fully, exhale, sink back down into the right foot, dropping the hips forward. Shift your hips back, flex the toes towards you. Reach the chest towards the foot. Inhale fully. Exhale, sink it back down. And last round, shift it back, flex the toes towards you. Exhale, sink it forward, plant the hands, step back, downward facing. Maybe you have a little bit more freedom to get into this pose a little bit deeper than the first time. So see if you can gently straighten the knees just a bit more than we did earlier, dropping the heels down towards the mat, even if they don't touch yet. Feel the calves lengthening, the bottoms of the feet lengthening. Inhale fully. Exhale. Start to walk the hands back towards the feet. Turn the toes out towards the edges of your mat. Walk them out just a couple inches and then drop the hips down so you end up in a nice low squat. Lifting the chest high. Keep the weight in your heels. Inhale. Exhale. Take the left hand down. Open up the right arm. Exhale, take both hands to the center, and I want you to keep engaging the glutes to make sure that the knees track over the toes, but walk the hands forward and drop the head. So hips stay heavy. You're just kind of letting yourself drape forward. Inhale, walk the hands in. Keep the right hand down and then spin the left arm open. Exhale, both hands down. Walk them out towards the middle of your mat. Hips are heavy. Relax the head, relax the neck. Walk the hands back in. Toe heel the feet so they're facing forward. You can lean down onto the hands, feet together, knees wide, child's pose. Forehead comes down to the mat. Inhale fully. Exhale. Start to walk the hands in. You can bring the knees together, sit back on the heels. Take one breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Turn towards me. And let the eyes open if you haven't already. Thank you so much for joining me for today's class. There's a longer version of this inside Bad Yogi Studio. So if you like this and you want more of what you see here, check out my digital studio, Bad Yogi Studio. The link is down in the description below, and you get a free 14-day trial. All of my full-length classes live there, and there's something for every mood. So I definitely hope to see you there. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.